Hello, all my wig friends and my new friends. I am Nikki, and welcome back to my channel. I upload every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, plus surprise days as well. But up until now, it's always been related to synthetic wigs. I need to get with the times and try something new. So, since I love makeup and beauty so much, let's start incorporating those moving forward. Starting today with me reviewing the new Blood Money palette by Jeffree Star, and one of the glosses from the collection in the shade Blood Money. I am wearing them today. I am going to tell you which shades I used and tell you my final thoughts on this palette. But moving forward, I am going to start doing some other reviews, actually doing some makeup looks on camera for you. So if this is something you want to see, now is the time to subscribe if you haven't already. As I always say, join the party and click the button. And if you already are a subscriber of mine, thank you so much. Welcome back. So let's just go ahead and dive right into this. But I have to tell you that greens are one of my favorite shades. So when I found out that Jeffree Star was coming out with this collection, I immediately put it on my Christmas list. But thank you to my dear, sweet, loving husband. Shout out to you, baby. He picked it up for me earlier, and I couldn't be happier. So I obviously already took it out of the box. I figured let's save some time and not do the whole unboxing thing, but I can tell you this much. Your package will be secure if the UPS driver drops it because it is packed in bubble wrap, in a separate box, you name it. And of course, Jeffree Star is all about presentation. It's beautifully wrapped in with some tissue paper that's pictures of him on a $100 bill, which you never know in the future. He may actually end up on a $100 bill. I'm sure he would love that one. So, it's obviously taken out of the box. This is what you get right here in this shape of a money box. It's pretty, accurate for what you would expect for this palette. And I love the size of it. It is perfect to take with traveling, but sturdy as a rock, so it won't get damaged at all. And it's also latched too, which is nice. And it does have this kind of like crocodile skin type look to it. It is fancy schmancy. Wouldn't expect anything less. And let's go ahead and open it up. I'm going to do my best so we don't get the glare here because there is a mirror in it. But, ta-da! I couldn't decide which ones I wanted to use. This was a hard choice, but I wanted to use as many shades as I could without making it look too crappy. And I also take my makeup pretty high up because I need to get my eyebrows waxed. It's been a long time, so I didn't really want my eyebrows to just kind of stand out on their own, so I try to go up to the brow as much as I can. So these shades are gorgeous. They are all individually named with something related to the collection. Although I didn't see Trust Fund on here. I would have thought that would have been a good name for a shade. Just my 2 cents. But and then they also are all stamped. Some with the signature star, others with kind of designs that are related to the collection as well. But let's go over how I created this look. Probably moving forward, I will actually create the look on camera. I just need to get better lighting and stuff set up first. So I'm going to do the best that I can here by showing you my eyes. And what I do with applying my eyeshadows, first I put it on the crease, and I usually use a lighter shade for that. So I decided to go in with this olive green right here, which is called Make It Rain. And that's what I applied to my crease here. But I'll be honest, it showed up a little lighter than I expected it to. Thought it'd have a little bit more olive green tint to it, but that's what you see right here. So I took that all the way over. But I decided I needed to kind of highlight it a little bit more. And the pigmentation still showed up even though it was lighter. But then I decided, like I said, go up higher, and I went in with this blinding neon green, which is called Chameleon Fetish. Yeah, leave it to Jeffree to have fetish in one of his colors. But that's what I did to kind of go right above it ever so slightly just to kind of highlight shadow it. So I know it might be a little hard to see that one, but it's there. And it showed up really nice in my bathroom lighting. So I'm happy with it. And they both showed up on the brush well too. His formulas are amazing. They usually do show up on the brush. And neither of them had any fallout in the pan. I know some people don't find that important, but those that do, that's why I'm telling you. And then I decided to do my outer corner. And I went in first with this shade right here in the corner, this dark green, which is called Crocodile Tears. And I patted it on the corner of my eye and just kind of brought it over a little bit. And then obviously blended it out a little bit too. And that one showed up awesomely. Oh, that shade is so stunning. I think that this is probably going to be a fan favorite of this palette. I just have that feeling, and I loved it. And no fallout in the pan, showed up on the brush, and great pigmentation. So then I decided I couldn't stop there. I need to add a little bit more to that corner, and I went in underneath it with Jaded, because it looks like it has a little bit more of a grayish tone to it. And I patted some of that on there, and that actually kind of smokied it up a little bit. And that's what I got there. So I used Jaded, and then I needed to go in with the lid. And I wanted, again, as many as I could. So I started out with this shade right here. I want to use all shimmers. And this one right here is called Secret Stash. Look at how beautiful that is. Looks like a gray with some green hint to it, but I'll be honest, it showed up a little bit more green than I expected, and this one had a ton of fallout in the pan. Just be aware of that. But you know how shimmer shades typically don't show up on a brush? You have to use your finger a lot of times. Every single shimmer shade I used today showed up on the brush and worked with me just patting it onto my lid, which I always use a flat smudger brush. So I started near the outer corner with that, and that's this beautiful shade right there, that shimmer shade there. That one. That is everything. Even though it showed up a little bit more green than I thought, it's still everything. So then next to it, I went in with Tax Free. This one also had a lot of fallout in the pan, but see how it's kind of got that goldish green hue to it? Yeah, but it showed up more green than gold, because that's what's in the middle here. It kind of showed up more as a lighter green. So I was a little surprised with that. So that was the only color that I was kind of, because I wanted it to look more like that. But it's still a pretty color, but just not what I expected. So that's why I'm telling you. So I did that. And then for the outer corner of the lid, I think this is like my favorite shimmer shade of all time. Look at that gold. That one is called CEO. It's everything, baby. Oh, yeah. Because that's what I packed on right there. Look at that gold. That is stunning. And again, that's just with a brush. No fingers necessary. So that's what I used there. And then in my outer corner, my inner corner right here, you can see how blinding that is. I usually always use a highlighter shade. And I used this one right here, Poison Ivy. I just love how it picks up there in the corner. But that one didn't really have any fallout in the pan, and I couldn't believe I just did a little like that with it, and it popped on the brush and on my eye with just the brush. Amazing. So I'm extremely impressed with the Poison Ivy and the CEO so far. And then on the bottom lash line, I went in with the Crocodile Tears again, but I wanted to smoke it out just a little bit. So then underneath it, I added, what is this one? Persuasion, this darker brown one. So I think that's a good transition shade and one for smokiness. So, and that's what I put kind of just underneath there to kind of give it that little hue to it. So, like I said, though, the CEO Poison Ivy, you cannot find a better shimmer shade than those, I don't think. I, of course, did not try this one here, which is called Divine Intervention. I know I'm going to be using that one in the inner corner a lot. But, and I also did not try this one down here that I wanted to, which is called Black Card Limit. Look at that shimmer black. So there is a black in this palette, but it is a shimmer, so just be aware of that. But you, of course, do have some transition shades here, which is nice. Private Island and Self-Made. I cannot wait to try those either. So I usually use a lot of a palette as soon as I get it. So you'll be seeing a little bit of me with green for a while. But these are some beautiful shades. I cannot wait to try more of them, and I recommend this palette. Even though there was a couple in there that didn't come out as I expected, they still looked beautiful, blended great, and you can't go wrong with the pigmentation with this formula. So highly recommend the palette. And as far as the gloss is concerned, oh my God, look at that. So beautiful. This is everything right here. It is a beautiful gloss. It's kind of got a it's got some green and gold shimmer in there, and it picked up beautifully. It's sticking great. Oh, that is stunning. Yes, so recommend this gloss too. I have a couple other Jeffree Star glosses. I have not had any problem with them. They are like my favorite glosses. My go-tos, basically. So, again, I know this is my first time reviewing makeup on YouTube, so I appreciate your patience as I go through this. But as I said, I will actually be incorporating makeup and beauty a little bit more and do some different things other than just reviewing it the way I did today. So I do appreciate you watching, and that's really all I got for today on this palette review and gloss review, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed it. Be polite in the comments and give me a thumbs up for some creativity. I'd really appreciate it. Give me the momentum going. Help me keep moving forward. And that's all I got. I will see you in the next video. So until then, bye-bye.